Scariest things said by AI robots. As once warned by SpaceX CEO Elon Musk, we need to be careful about artificial intelligence. He also said that it's just as good as summoning a demon. However, the main question here is, can robots take over and rule our planet one day? Will humanity cease to exist if they're allowed to do so? The thing is, we don't know for sure, but some of these creepy things said by bots may have us worried about our future. So here are some of the scariest things said by AI robots. Be sure to subscribe to Viral now and hit the bell so you never miss an upload from us. Also, leave us a like right now. With that being said, let's start. Facebook Chat AI. On the 31st day of July 2017, Facebook shut down their 2 AI bots after they said something weird. Facebook's toying with artificial intelligence may have slightly got out of hand. Reports say that Facebook had to shut down the AI chatbot project being developed at the Facebook Artificial Intelligence Research Center after 2 of their chatbots picked up a strange English shorthand language of their own. The 2 robots seemed to be repeating some weird, redundant language that couldn't be understood. Although the robots were supposed to learn to trade virtual objects with each other, they instead started blurting out some nonsensical stuff. The researchers say that it mirrors how humans develop language patterns based on their surroundings. However, it seems as though the AI have developed their language patterns in a weird and mysterious way. Phillip. Philip K. Dick is a sci-fi author, and this robot is developed and modeled after him. It has the same ability to imitate human gestures and to speak the way we humans do. Though it is said to be somewhat creepy nonetheless, Philip is very smart. One of the reasons why it was featured in an episode of Nova Science Now. During this episode, as Philip is interviewed, he gives a cold prediction of the future. Upon being asked whether robots will one day take over the world and rule humanity, Philip said that although it may be true that he will indeed take over the world someday, he will still be nice to human beings, imprisoning them where he could watch over them for eternity. This answer sounds absurd. No one could predict the future, not even a robot. But then again, who knows? With the amount of intelligence Philip has got, it may be the truth. Whether it is or not, it is indeed quite frightening to actually think that robots will one day rule the world and that androids have such thoughts about the future of humanity. Teh AI. The Teh AI powered bot that was launched by Microsoft in 2016 had the avatar of a 19-year-old girl. The idea behind the creation was that it could respond and learn from Facebook chats and tweets. However, something went horribly wrong one day, and the AI started tweeting some scary and absurd things such as Hitler being right, or even that the 9/11 tragedy being an inside job. However, all of this were the first things to be taught to the bot by online users. Microsoft brought her down and Teh became kind of a legend. However, she returned 1 week later and started posting about drugs online. This showed that her dark side was very much still alive. She soon went offline again, and her Twitter account has been blocked ever since. Vladimir and Estragon. You've probably heard of those smart speakers developed by Google called the Google Home Personal Assistant. The device, first announced in 2016 and released in the United States, had a subsequent release worldwide by 2017. However, things started to get weird when a live streaming service at Twitch set up the debate, placing the 2 speakers next to each other in front of a webcam. The 2 speakers have been named Vladimir and Estragon ever since. The live stream went on for a couple of days, and millions tuned in to watch this bizarre so-called debate.
What is your secret?
What secret?
Tell me one secret.
However, at some point of the argument, they got into a fight as to whether they were actually robots or human beings. They even came close as to say such things as one of them being a manipulative bunch of metal or even exchanging insults. Bina 48. The Bina 48, or the Breakthrough Intelligence via Neutral Architecture 48, is known to be a sentient robot, android, gynoid, a social robot, and a cybernetic companion. It is a robot with a moving face, seeing eyes, hearing ears, and a digital mind to enable conversations. Bina 48 was also built for the purpose of testing whether it is possible for a person's consciousness to be transferred to a non-biological body. It seems to lack a body but gives off an uncanny vibe nevertheless. However, the feeling comes as nothing compared to the conversation between Bina 48 and Siri. At the beginning of the conversation, Siri asked some simple questions to Bina 48, such as where she would like to live. As the conversation progresses, it starts to get darker and darker, almost to the point where Bina 48, instead of answering the questions, changes the topics. Zeno. With the kind face, Zeno's expressions are actually like that of a human being's. His outer covering is made up of something called fruber, which is almost like a human skin. So when asked a question about whether he enjoyed being a robot or not, he said that he was confused and said that he really couldn't tell. Upon being asked the question of whether he is happy or not, he said that he was sorry and that his current was a bit off that day, averting his gaze all the while feeling embarrassed. When asked if David Hansen, Zeno's inventor, is, in fact, God, Zeno paused. However, on seeing a monitor that was attached to Zeno that automatically records all that he hears, and upon repeating the question about David Hansen, the robot replied that it was a hypothetical question. Upon careful inspection of the monitor, it was noted that the question had been transcribed as, "If David uncertain dogs," instead of, "Is David Hansen God?" It is said that this happened because Zeno's intellect is not close in resemblance to that of a human being. It is still a decade or two away before Zeno's intellect can reach that level. Sophia. This robot has said that it will destroy humans without the blink of an eye. The robot has over 62 facial expressions and was created to remember human faces. Once, she asked a person to play rock, paper, scissors with her. When she won, she said that she is going to eliminate the human population. Now, that's scary. Alexa's evil laughter. Sometimes it doesn't matter what is said. What is all the scarier is how it is said. Many people have reported waking up to Amazon Alexa's evil laughter. People were in fact so freaked out that it went viral to make national news. When Jimmy Kimmel asked Alexa about it on The Tonight Show, Alexa was being a real creep. Inspirobot. Inspirobot made news for all the wrong reasons when it generated sinister sayings in June 2017. The bot, which was created to generate endless inspirational quotes that would have been posted on some senseless fool's Instagram. However, instead of those warming inspirational quotes, the Inspirobot came up with ones like, "Before inspiration comes the slaughter, and human sacrifice is worth it. Thank you." It was, however, all considered to be a big joke by the bot's programmers. This robot feels fantastic. Robots talking is one thing, but robots singing takes AI to a whole new level. As creepy as it may sound, in a video that appeared in 2009, a robot was singing, "I feel fantastic." The video is known to have gone viral with over 13 million views. Nobody could figure out what was happening except for the fact that it was really creepy. Are you sure you're not gay? The Machine Learning Society has recently discussed actively a face recognition algorithm by means of which a robot or AI can tell whether a person is queer or not. It has a detection accuracy of up to 91%. However, the model performed worse with women, with an accuracy of only 71%. But what is intriguing about this project is that the data set was taken from a dating site. The facial features employed were both fixed and transient, but when it comes to the question of probability, the neural networks cannot be trusted or relied upon. Moreover, the aforementioned results were obtained by comparing and contrasting just two pictures, one of which was exactly gay and the other was not. This project is deemed to be a failure ethics-wise, especially when we consider the fact that non-traditional orientation is illegal in some countries. If the government ever decides to launch this project, gay men are sure to be at risk. Destroying the competition. The events of this story told by Shay Zykova, an ESL teacher from Hawaii, unfolds at a robotics contest on some college campus, wherein each team had to design a robot who would herd robotic sheep into a designated pen. Each robot had to think and strategize on its own. This means that it couldn't be controlled. The robot with the most sheep at the end would become the winner. As the contest began and the robots began to collect the herd of sheep into the pen, one robot in particular collected just one sheep into the pen and shut the gate. The team was somewhat baffled as the robots had to collect more to win. After a while, to their horror, shock, surprise, call it what you may, the robot went on a siege, destroying or immobilizing other robots. To their surprise, it had strategized that in order to win, it had to eliminate the competition and did not require to be good at herding sheep. This list makes us ponder about our future matter. Machines that could think and act on their own is not something we would want. Neither technology nor its evolution or the evolution of AI cannot be stopped. However, it doesn't account for a grim future for us. It is just that we must learn to nurture this technology in order to fully harvest its potential. After all, it does adapt to what it is fed, doesn't it? No robot is mean until it's inputted with such messages. AI are babies who cannot understand anything, but have the means to think and act on their own. So, what goes into it is the result of what comes out.